And well, I was born right down here at that first house you came in, down here at the foot of 5 Mile Mountain. Is 9/2/47. That's 65 years old. You know, I've been here all my life, really. We moved over yonder, started out, and come here and built this place. And that's as far as we got.
And when you grew up, did your folks, did any of them play?
Yeah, my dad, he played fiddle. He don't know A from a G, D or nothing. It was just high bass and low bass. But see, I would take a guitar and find him where he was at. You know, like if he started one in D or wherever, I'd find it, you know. And then of course, he ordered me a breath harp when I was just very little going to school. And I never did have to put any effort in that, and I'm thankful for a reason I just played it right off. And I'd go to school every morning, and then at recess, them bigger kids, you know, would get me out there and maybe give me a dime or a nickel or something to play, you know. With that old Susan Allen Gale and countdown races and stuff like that, I could just pick them up, just, you know, and I was playing that thing good before I was probably 10 years old. And then the first guitar I ever had, I was probably 12 years old. I had an old K, and it had them holes cut in the side. Didn't have a round hole in it, and the strings up about, I don't know, an inch off of the arm. But I learned to play on that thing a little bit, and with him, and then he's played banjo and the fiddle. He played the one he could play a drop thumb. I never could drop thumb on the banjo. I just had a different lick.
So what was your daddy's name?
Larry Sigmon.
His folks played for
His brother, my Uncle Roy, I think he played some with him, you know, when he was young. And he played an open back banjo. It didn't have no pegs in it. You have to take a peg and whittle them down and stick them in on. He'd fit on them to make them hold just like a fiddle peg. And they were, you know, he played that thing. It sounded good, you know. The old hide, one of them, I don't know what it was, a groundhog hide or what, but it wasn't one of the plastic hides, you know. It didn't sound loud, but it had a good tone. So you could drop thumb, and that drop thumb sounds good if you can get it all in there.
Playing the banjo?
Well, I started when I was about like 15, but then I just played a little while. I used to go over to them and Ted Boyd's and play a little bit. That was Jimmy Boyd, if you know, that was his uncle, I think. But he used to play with Charlie Poole and them and haul them around, you know, when they come up in this country and go around, and he was pretty well known around, so he cut hair there in Fairmont, and he taught me a few things, taught me a few chords on the banjo, like the short C, D. I got to tell the truth about it, you know, I never did listen to radio, did I? Never, still don't. I just picked like I want to do it, like Sugar Hill. I don't do Sugar Hill like all the people does it. It's good, it's on the CD, it's the way people accepted it like that, you know. And some of the bluegrass tunes, I could play them better with a band than I could the other Dave Macon, Wade Maynard, and J.E. Maynard, and all those tunes like that, you know. I said I never listened to the radio, and I didn't, but these people were on old records. People that gave me, and I'd play an old record and listen to it, you know, whatever.
Yeah. Who know did you, like, for the records, like you said, Wade Maynard? And
well, I wanted to play like Kyle Creed. I know you've heard Kyle Creed. But I swear I worked on some of his songs for a long time, and I couldn't never get to where he was getting them, couldn't even find it. And you know, I had to get close, but then I tried like Grandpa James, and I just finally said, well, I'm going to do it like I want to do it, and that's what I done it.
Yeah, yeah. Did you do some, did you do some string band too?
Yeah, I've done some,
A lot of Charlie Poole.
Charlie Poole, a whole lot of his singing, like, you know, them older ones, Frankie and Johnny and stuff like that's where they.
So, I guess, so what was the first group or folks you played with when you started playing out, like at Fillers?
The Sugar Hill Ramblers, wasn't it? Yeah.
And who was in that group?
Billy Woods and Roy Hedrick and Cole McPherson and Jim Alderman and Roscoe Hodges and me. It was 6 of us. Had a steel guitar player. He played dobro too, and a good country singer. And we were doing the old time them out whenever they'd stop. I mean, we could do 4 hours and never stop. And
yeah, I played like Fiddler's Conventions?
More dances.
Dances, mostly dances.
But I learned it was a whole lot easier to go do a 30, 45 minutes there. And I learned it was a whole lot more profitable too than it was with 6 too.
Yeah.
You know.
And so how long did you play with them? Yeah.
I played with them 6 years, wasn't I? Sugar Hill Ramblers.
6, 7, something like that.
And me and Carl Scott, you know Carl Scott, I think he used to play with the Dragons, but we played maybe wasn't quite a year together, and played almost a year with Richard Bowman. You know.
So when did you and Barbary start playing? How did y'all get started?
All right, and it was in '89. I'd walk around Galax and see like I said, the bass is what I like. I wouldn't play music without one. But anyhow, everybody, you know, she just like a light bulb when a band started playing, because she had that flop on there, you know. Well, I played 1 or 2 with her out there, and I asked her to back me up, and the first year I won first place 1 year, and in Mount Air I think I got first place 1 year. But we went to several fiddlers conventions. I don't know how many it was that year, and she on that bass, I was doing the same thing as her. I was backing her up, and I don't know how many she didn't get with it on them ribbons, you know, because it was just a different sound that people liked, and you know, it took us a while to introduce it. They didn't think. I know we went to the, I might be talking too much here, you can cut it out, but we went to the Carter Fold. People have been begging out there to get Jeanette to get us out there. And the first time we went, she said, bring them out here and let them play 2 songs. So when we went out, the first 2 songs were played, they just huddled on that front. I bet you played that many times. I mean, they're just standing on it, just like this right here. And we didn't come off for like 30 minutes. I mean, that's the truth. So, but we started going out there, and we played for 10 years. 10 years. Played the festival and played another show for 10 solid years. And
she's also told you got your spot back if you ever decide
well,
to put something.
yeah, but what happened? They cut us out one time on the festival because of, I don't blame none of them. I do not blame them. We were playing it all the time, you know. And so they said, we don't play us that time. But she called, said they had more complaints that time because we wasn't playing, so it was right back to work next time, you know. They treated us real good. They really did. She was real, you know, real sincere about everything she done, which I was too. And I know I wanted to use my mic one time, and they wouldn't let me. I had one in one mic, you know, and so we played it the first time, and everybody just went crazy. And Johnny Cash was there, and he even asked to use my mic. And the next time he came in, wouldn't let me use it. And I said, well, I'll just take my stuff and go home. Jeanette said, Lord, have mercy, I got to get Joe. We got, and we sure did right there on his page. But I got along with him good. And so that's a good place to play right there.
Yeah.
I really like that Carter Fault.
Yeah.
I ain't been for a long time, but I still got the hat hanging up over here, and I get my hat every once in a while.
Yeah.
They used to give them to me when I played there.
Where else did y'all play?
Oh, you mean the?
You and Barbara.
Oh, we played the Lincoln, Georgia, Waldo, Florida, Hoboken, Georgia, Hannibal Mountain, Georgia. We played a lot of, in Kentucky, all the eastern side. They Clay City, Red Lick, and just different places.
West Virginia,
yeah.
North Carolina.
But the festivals, really, the festival that we really played was in Elizabeth, Tennessee, and that ain't too far from y'all. And from there, that guy hired us in Georgia and took us down there. And but I guarantee it, when we played at Elizabeth, Tennessee, with them dancers, cloggers was going with us then, and I know there was how many different, Bill Monroe was there, Jim and Jesse. I didn't get to play with Bill Monroe but 2 times, but what's that good Jimmy Martin, all of them, and they got after me to do that Freeborn Man. See, I called him and do it. It was a different thing, you know. Man, I didn't know whether to do that or not, but the hell them fans was sticking it to me to do it, you know. So when we slung it out there, and you know, Jimmy Martin there, you know what I mean? When we slung it out there, I bet you it was 200 people went on that sheep dancing. I ain't kidding you. And it was, because it was late at night, you know. Man, I'd say we had it made then. We just played wide open the whole time. And we played for him. His mom was over on that festival. But, you know, once you get the people with you, the dancers, you can play them. I mean, you know, it gives you the confidence or whatever. They said Johnny Cash wasn't they didn't nobody know his all or whatever. But they bound to some big, because I was spoiled. He was school bus loads coming in on everything. It was plumb, cram, packed full.
It was a festival there. Yeah, it had leaked out. They had seen June in town. It had leaked out.
I
He was
done.
there.
He would want to sit on that stage and watch us play, if it'd be all
Now
right.
that was the time that
I don't
wasn't
think that's
it
no
when-
festival.
no, that wasn't a festival. That was when Jeanette called him and wanted him to come, and he wasn't supposed to appear or anything. That he didn't want nobody to know he was there. They were there on a vacation, and she wanted him to hear you.
But I asked him, I
And he
turned around and
could.
asked him, I said, you want to sing one with us? You know, I said, it'd be a big thing with me. And I'll never forget, he said, sure. And he stood up and I
Got
said,
the
well,
video of it.
I said, I know he's kind of religious and he got ticket. No, I said, I done that, wasn't traveling the highway home, but what's it? Working on a building. Well, I started way up on, we were playing in like I think it was playing in a B card, poured way down there. And when I started that thing, I mean, I was way up yonder with it. And so he just got right under me. And he said, I'm working on a building. And I was way up. And that crowd went slap crazy.
Me and Gene got up there and went singing.
Huh?
Gene got up there and went singing. Told me something and I'll never forget it. It's over at that old Mill Music Park. It's over from y'all's house, Damascus or somewhere.
Bob
back there. It's gone now. I don't think it's even there now. But there was square dancing and everything, and when we come off there and got to talking to him, I'd never met Thornton and Emily, you know, and he says, I just told Emily that I believe y'all the tightest and to keep it going for 2 instruments, he said, that I ever seen. And he's smoking his cigarettes, you know, and that was really good for me. I didn't know who he was, but after then, you know, people got talking and people telling me, you know, he used to play with the New River Ramblers way back and all that stuff, and then I got to paying attention to he had good rhythm, you know. It wasn't too snappy and too fast, and it wasn't too slow either. It's kind of so it's good rhythm. Y'all, they was good musicians, and still are, I reckon. Ken Brook was a big big hawk, had a flashy beam, with it all around that fuss. Big that for rain, big that for rain, big that for rain. I'll never forget another time too. This ain't nothing wrong with this. Ralph Stanley was in front of us playing, and we went up that little steps to go in, and it's coming down this hallway, and they done called him back about 2 or 3 times, and he kicked up just like that and kicked the wall, and he's so happy, you know. And he said, well, I'll tell you one thing. Whoever follows this right here is going to have a hard road to travel. And he turned around, I was standing right there, he said, but I know you can handle the job. He had to say something, you know. He sure did. And I got along good with him.
Opry, right? And
One time, yeah, it was just, Mike Snyder. He got us out there. He liked us, and he called back here, and I didn't. You know, she done got bad and everything. You know, so
You couldn't go back.
he's just a character. I switched for him out there at String Bean Festival one time, and his time, you know, and he always remembered that. He appreciated it. I didn't care neither. No way played when whatever time put you up there, make no difference to me, but he was really nice.
how many songs you reckon you learned would sing? You reckon?
I
You
used
gotta
to
guess.
could do around 140. I could do more than that, but I could do that many, and most times if I could start that first line, I could put them in. I might miss a verse somewhere, but I don't know if you ever seen us play it at so many places, but I didn't use them listers when I started playing. Most of the time I'd holler for them, but I would just start like that, I just never did. I didn't make up nothing. Some musicians got to make up a program and they want to stick right with it unless someone hollers. I just rather do it and somebody hollers one. I'd rather. I think you get more of your crowd, they get them into you. Like if you like that, that's the way I liked it.
Yeah.
Everybody has his own thing.
How many CDs did y'all
It
record?
was 7, wasn't it?
7.
7, and some of them's got 20, so none of them got the same thing on. It's some of them's got 20 on them, ain't they? And some of them got 15 or something. And then if I'd have been a young man started, I'd have started with less than that. I could have made more CDs. We sold a whole lot of them, though, I tell you that. That old mill music part in Elizabeth, Tennessee, I remember that one time we sold we sold 120 tapes, and then the Lisbon, I think we sold all together was 300 and something that one weekend. That was a whole lot for amateur people.
That's a lot.
But they just Lisbon, Tennessee, there was 7,000-8,000 people there. It makes a big difference when some of them will just buy them to see, because if you to see what it's like. Yeah.
Oh, we've got a few. What was the first one y'all recorded together?
The Unique Sound of the Mountain. I know that Frank and Johnny was the first one that was really good for me.
y'all did. I know y'all did a lot of dance festivals, and then you did a
Yeah,
lot of dances.
yeah, a lot of dances, and I like them 30-minute things. Just played a few colleges, and you know, about 45 minutes, 2 45-minute sets, but we could handle them and never back off. That's the reason I told you about carrying them 2 banjos. I have carried 3. If I break the string, I'd grab something else, but as long as we played, we made this thing up after I played a while. If I ever lost a line or missed out somewhere, just keep pumping rhythm and just keep going, and I'd get back somewhere. I mean, I'd come back with something. And if I couldn't with that song, I'd switch and go to another one. And most of the time we could keep it rolling, you know. If it broke a string, I most of the time had another banjo I'd reach and grab, and then, you know, somebody would change it, or I'd change it, but when I could get to it, because you're going to break a string and playing with 2 instruments. You play hard enough for a big crowd, you're going to do it every once in a while. And it worked out good for us. I mean, we, you know, got made fun a lot of to start with. I'll be honest about that, because it was starting out with a bass and a banjo, you know, trying to play old time music, and it just people. But it took a while to accept that and dance rhythm, and we got good crowds. We got real good crowds. Had some good fans too. They were, you know, back when we was playing in the early '90s. I mean, they'd drop some good money in that barrel for us on a Sunday or something on that Lover's Leap Mountain. I mean, we done real well, you know, there. Then the economy got a little tighter and people didn't want us free-hearted, but we used to play out there at Felicia's, where you go under the parkway on Friday night. Then we played on the mountain on Sunday, and down at Cana, at the Mountain Man, we played right there, and at Field 52, I was scared to death out there on the side of the road, and tractors and travels coming by, and all kinds of people. But yeah, we had a good time. I had a good time doing it. I mean, you know, good. I don't expect I could do that much now, but you know, had my time.
Yeah. How long did y'all play together?
18 years. 18 years.
Good
Long time. A lot of miles riding, and a lot of fights, fusses, and this and that and the other, you know. But we ended up good. I mean, you know, we was, I don't know, Ronald's down here a while back, our husband, and we ended up real. That's a long time to play together.
What year was it that Barbara passed away? 2008?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was a pallbearer.
Mm-hmm. You hadn't really played any?
No, I ain't really. It's just that I take it very seriously when I play that music. I mean, I ain't gonna do it unless I get it. I just don't want to fool with it. It's like a carpenter. If I can't do it, I don't want to leave a half-inch gap in a piece of trim.
30 musicians.
Oh yeah, they danced it too, like that.
Yeah.
Flower up high,